Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials on any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopschool.com.
So let me introduce myself. My name is Rajesh Kumar, and this training will be driven by me. I'll take care of the most of the classes, and I will try my best to deliver the content as per your expectations. So yep, I've started my career in 2004 as a software engineer, and since then I've been working with many organizations. Some of the organizations where I have worked with, which includes Accenture, Mindtree, IBM, Nest Technology, Adobe System, Intuit, JDA, ServiceNow. So these are the organizations I have worked with it, and I have played various roles and responsibilities as well. For example, software engineer, build and release, SCM architect, DevOps architect, cloud automation, uh, related things, microservices. So more or less, I have worked in the various domains, and from last 2 years or 3 years plus, I'm doing the training and consulting for the various organization as a freelance, and also driving the initiative of DevOpsSchool.com. So yes, anyways, whatever I have a knowledge, I would like to share with you. And same time, if you have some knowledge which you would like to share with me, you can also use the DevOps School platform to share with us. So yes, this is a little bit of in short. This is all about me. If you want to know more about me, you have my personal website, which is here, rajeshkumar.xyz, and you can go and visit and then know more about it, about me. I think you have my WhatsApp number anyways, so I'm a part of the WhatsApp group that I'm accessible and reachable all the time. So whenever you want some message to be sent and stuff like that. But yeah, if you want to send some error message or some sort of problems which you are experiencing in your project, please drop me an email to DevOps at the rate of rajeshkumar xyz, or you can also drop an email at contact at the rate of devopschool.com. Okay, so as this is the first class for most of us and some of you are joining again, so let me introduce some of the training related stuff. So we have this batch, we have a people from DevOps. Okay, we have from SRE, we have from SRE, we have from DevOps, we have from DevSecOps, and we have for MD. So here, these are uh, the topics which we are covering right now as part of this particular batch. Now the question is, when our classes would be conducted, like timing. So timing, we have published the dates and the number of tools also. So if you look at this here, calendar, I would request you all to spend time here, and so here you will have a complete detail, and this detail which includes at what day which particular tools will be covered. For example, let's say MD. What happened? Yeah, MD. So if I click on the MD here, SRE, Dev, this is the DevSecOps, and this is a DevOps. Okay, so 4 batches which we are currently running. Now if you look at this all these classes which we are starting today only. Here we are going to talk about SDLC models, software architectures, what is DevOps, what is SRE, what is DevSecOps, what is MD, and all stuff like that. Here, this is the calendar for MD. This is, I believe, is for DCP, DevOps. This is for SRE, and this is for DevSecOps. Now here, this is the calendar, and you see that as per the calendar, we have a tools also. Which tools we are going to cover which day? Everything has been mentioned in this things. Okay, so now here we have a 4 classes in a week, more or less. Okay, some of you might be having 5 classes, sorry, 2 classes as well, or maybe some of you might be having 3 classes also. Depends on which course you have subscribed for: SRE, DevOps, DevSecOps, and MD. So it's better you look at and spend time here. Have this link for your course. This is the calendar we will follow religiously. So here we have a more or less we have a 4 classes in a week, out of which 2 classes we have in a weekend. Okay, and 2 classes we have in a weekdays. Now weekdays. Now, in if you look at the weekend class, it's a more or less it's like 8 p.m. IST we will start at. Okay, and if I look at the weekdays class, that we have a 2 timing basically. So one timing is for the weekdays is 7 p.m. IST, which is 7 p.m. IST, which is here, and another repeat class which we have is 11 o'clock 11 p.m. IST, 11 p.m. IST. Now this session is a repeat session here. So here if you look at this, here it will be, let's say, AWS, so same classes will be repeated in the evening also. Here we have AWS, and same classes will be repeated in the evening also. So that is the kind of concept which we have. By the way, sorry, here we have a 7 a.m. IST. Okay, this is a 7 a.m. IST. So let me correct this. This is not a PM, this is AM. So 7 a.m., 11 p.m. So here this class will happen on this weekdays class will happen on uh, Tuesday and Thursday. So now we have a people from UK, we have a people from Amsterdam, we have a people from USA, PST time and CST time zone and all. So as per your time zone, you can adjust with this and attend this one of these classes. You don't have to attend both the classes because it's a repetitive batch, repeat topics, so you don't have to attend. Now for this, it's compulsory for everyone. And again, if you miss out, then you have to go through the LMS videos and stuff like that, and do that things. Now the question is, what is the level of training which we are doing? What is the level of training? So here we have concluded we will do the intermediate training. Now the questions which is coming in, which might be coming in your mind, like, is it possible, like, in a 3 to 4 hours of time frame, is it possible to have an intermediate training? I would say yes, that's possible, if I do not waste time with the unnecessarily topic like slides, some unnecessarily discussion and stuff like that. We can, it's possible, and we have to do that. Now again, this is a like a kind of intermediate sessions which we'll have every day. Now let's say if you want to have advanced learning, okay, advanced learning for any topics whichever you want to learn. So again, we have unlimited access to all videos, unlimited access to all videos we have in LMS. Okay, okay, so for example, let's say I'll give you the one example, Kubernetes. Okay, Kubernetes, we have a session 4 hours. Okay, as part of our program. Let's say some days in weekends or weekdays I'll talk about Kubernetes, and I'll cover the 4 hours in 4 hours. But same session in detail, in depth, we have around 30 hours of videos, which is of the dedicated sessions which has been conducted, and it's there in LMS. So yes, you can find this one also, you can find this one also. Now the question is, what is the difference between this and this? So here we have had a huge amount of time as a leaser, so each and every topic in a slow motion we covered, and lots of slides we used it, and so many things we did it. But here I will try to follow a kind of techniques in which within a 4 hours itself you can cover much of the content. Okay, so this is the thing. So yes, you have a videos for this, you have a videos for this. If you want to enhance your any skills in any of the topics, you can do that. Okay, so yep, this is all about the calendar which we have here. Please note down of it. Again, this is all about the classes, timings and stuff like that. Now which courses we have you have enrolled for it, accordingly you can get this session. Now if I look at this here, there's some gap also. Look at this, there's some gap also. So here there's some gap also for few people. Which batch is this? Is for SRE. So in this, in between you get a project actually. Okay, so in between you get a project and stuff like that. So overall we have a one project for each of these courses. So one project we have for SRE, one project we have for the DevOps, and one project we have for DevSecOps. Now, so that way for MD, those who have enrolled for MD, we have three projects. Okay. Now, duration for this overall courses is 2 months. So you have sufficient times as well uh, to cover and get expertise here. Now, what is the number of tools which we are covering as part of SRE, DevOps, DevSecOps, and MD? So I think all of you have already gone through that details. I'm not going to spend more time. But again, at in one go, this is the URL where all these tools which is covered as part of SRE, as part of DevOps, as part of DevSecOps, and MD. But just for the ideas here, SRE more or less, I think, if I'm not wrong, I think we are covering 24 tools. DevOps, I think 22 tools. DevSecOps, I think 24 tools, and MD, I think we have a 46 tools. Okay. Now all these tool sets, some of these tool sets are common, but many tool sets are different. For SRE, this different, DevSecOps is different, DevOps is different, and so on. So these are the number of tools you'll be learning as part of these courses and get going. So now again, if you want to have a detailed information about it, you have a debugschool.com certification. You can look at this here. This is the DCP, this is the MD, this is the DSOP, OCP, and this is the SRE. Okay, so now this is the four courses which we have, and this is the timing, this is the tools, and this is the stuff. Now you must be wondering, okay, how do we get all this resources and materials? Resources and materials for the training. So here what I have done, uh, we have created one page only, so you don't have to struggle everywhere. So we have created one kit for everyone, and this kit is this one. Okay, so in this place itself you will find all of your questions answered. For example, you want to know course agenda, you can get to know. You, if you want to decide the journey, like what should you learn, what you should not learn, so you can click here. Okay, and here you can go through the path and select that. Okay, if you are in a Java, then you have to learn all this technology in the pre-production and production. Though it's not up to date, I'll have to update, but again, it will give you the good things. Now if you want to know where is the LMS, I want to know LMS. So LMS has a lots of videos in detail, which I was talking about. Let's say Kubernetes videos, Kubernetes session, we have a 4 hours, but in fact you can get more than 30 hours of videos also. Ansible, we have Jenkins, we have Prometheus, we have Docker, we have Git, we have so many videos, and every time it getting refreshed. In fact, from last 3 months, I've been doing only the online training, corporate or as well as public workshop through online. So all the recordings again we have, and we are slowly uploading it to the LMS, so that way you get it everything at one place. Okay, so still I have in my laptop itself I have a 200 videos so far from last 1 month which I have not uploaded. I'm still working on it, and slowly it's getting uploaded. So yes, LMS is for everything, and let me tell you, here you get access to everything. Access to everything means all the videos which is a part of your course, you get access. You get a lifetime access. No one can revoke your access. At the same time, you will get up to date content every time. So that way, old content I'll be removing for those specific tools, I'll be adding the new content, and you get the new content all the time. So yes, you don't have to, if you have enrolled with us, you have already enrolled with us, you have already paid to us, so you don't have to pay any other courses to anywhere else for these requirements. Okay, so whatever the amount you have paid, it's for the lifetime you have paid already, and all of your skills improvement, upgrading the skills, or let's say some content which you are expecting which is not available, we will give it to you. We will create, or it's already available. Now yes, with this saying, I will not be able to help you in your project specific uh, task. Let's say if you expect, okay, me to work on your projects, or maybe some of other trainers to work on your project, so that is not possible, because you know that training is something different, and working on the project, which is something different. But yes, again, if you need some suggestions, you need to know approach how to get this task done, definitely I will help you. Okay, you can call me after 6 o'clock of the after the uh, weekends, or sometime you can drop me an email, so I'll help you with that. Yeah, overall, this is the place where you can get lots of tutorials. And let me show you here, left right side, if you look at this course category, so many course category has been created, and many of these you have a videos available. Not many, most of these we have a video available. Some of this new course which we have not got the videos, some of the new course which is basically which we introduced in last 2 months only, the videos has not been uploaded, but I'll make sure that it's get uploaded soon. But I would say whatever the list of courses which you have seen, 80% of the video had been uploaded here, and remaining 20% is a new tool basically, which has recently come in the market from last 6 months or 8 months, has not gone. For example, Vault, and this console and all stuff like that, which is there from long time but it's become popular this year only. So that's, those videos have not gone. I'll make sure that it's getting updated. So yes, in the LMS you get everything. Now the question is, where you get a consolidated link? At this place. So please remember this URL only. Here you get the calendar also. Here, if you're looking for the some jobs, so here you get the jobs. We have a multiple people who's posting for the jobs at our portal. So here you can see that if the openings are here, so you can apply and check it out. Here also you see here DevOps community. So yes, if you are a part of a DevOps world, SRE world, DevSecOps world, then you should be a part of some of the communities also, where you can get a lot of references, materials, learnings, new updates, and all. It's a good to be in line. Again, you don't have to spend too much of time, because learning is more important than being a part of the some community. But yes, you get some accidentally you keep getting some information here and there. So that's a good way to keep you feed with the right information. So yes, these are the Facebook group which we have listed at one place. These are the LinkedIn group we have listed at one place. These are the Google groups which we have listed at one place. And this is the news and update website. So if you have some time, let's say maximum 2 to 3 minutes every day before you go to the bed, you just get up to date yourself with the latest things which is happening around the globe in the DevOps world, right? So it's a good to know that. Okay, so this is the one URL for the knowing the things. Now here, if you would like to know the top 10 tools, okay, in this any categories, so you can refer this URL. Here you have lots of tools, top 5, top 10 tools. All this URL we keep updating also, and we keep adding new content also. So that way it's a good place to get to know. Now if you want to compare the tools, I think it's got outdated, because nowadays we don't want to compare most of the time. But yeah, I used to write those stuff before that, so some of the comparison is there, but again it's got outdated. means because every month we have some or other update. So comparing a tools in a DevOps world is very difficult actually, because you have to, every month you have to get the data.
Hey viewers, are you looking for formal training on SRE practices? Take our SRE program. This course will teach you how to successfully implement site reliability engineering in the modern day 24/7 services. Kickstart your SRE training today. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
That's like becoming challenging. Yep, download the certificate. So if you want to download the certificate, after the training, your certificate will be generated and it will be published on the devopscertification.co.io. Right now this website is under upgradation. It was live till last day, but we have upgraded this website. So some of the things which is happening, so I think it will be in the next 2 to 3 days it will be live again, because we have added a CMS. You might have seen CMS, content management system. So automatically the certificate will be generated. It depends on the thing. So we have automated lots of process here. So that is good thing. So here now you want to upload your CVs. You want to share your CVs with us. So you can use this one, and this CVs will be referred by our HR people who's contacting us for the references. So we will share these references. By the way, this you have a 500 error because some upgrade is going on again. And we have modified some new things, so still there's something going on. So it will be up in the next 2 days or something, because we are developing lots of software. So there's some problem is still there. So we'll do that. Now training events is there, our courses, newsletters, and contact us. So these are some of the common URL which will help you to get going. Now the question is what you are going to learn. So these are the tools we are going to learn here. So start with software development model, Agile, DevOps, SRE, and here platform, virtualization, cloud, containers, planning and designing tool, backend programming, front-end programming, source code management, and all these things. So you see the list of tools are there, and your tools is one of these tools here. Okay, so you keep scrolling down, you have all these tools. Now what we have done, for each tools we have created a kind of link. Let's say for example Docker, or let's say Jenkins. Okay, so the where is this Jenkins? Somewhere it should be. Let me search. Okay, here Jenkins. So let's say Jenkins, or let's say Ansible. So now for each tool we have given a dedicated link. For example, if you want to know all the tutorials of Ansible, click on it and you have all the tutorials which we have it at this place. Here you see all the tutorials. You can just go through that and reference it. So we tried our best to write a more and more tutorials every time. All the videos, again, this is the public videos. Now again, you can refer it if you want, because you have LMS access already. So I think you don't need it, but sometimes what happens, because sometimes you have enrolled for the DevOps. Okay, so if you want some of the material of some of the basic material, not everything you get it on public domain, but some of the basic first 1 hour of training or something like that, so SRE or DevSecOps or MD or something like that, some other tools. So you can find it your videos here also. Okay, so this is one of the place we have a videos. In fact, we have one more place where we have a videos is video. Again, this videos is coming from the YouTube. This videos is coming from YouTube, but this is an inline way. So here we have a videos, LMS we have all the full videos and video. So you can see that if helps you, and good amount of materials you have it here. Now if you want the quiz, you want to test your skills. Okay, you want to test your skills, or you want to take interviews of someone else. Okay, that both the scenarios it can be possible. You want to test your skills, or you want to test someone else's skills. So you can use this LMS. Okay, LMS, again you have to log in and get through that. So for example, let me log in. Right now I'm logging here, and here I'm logging using the Gmail ID. So whatever the Gmail ID you have given, you will use that ID to log in. I have just logged in with my one of the Gmail ID, and here it is. Now if you look at this, by default when you log in, you get some of the courses by default. For example, some of the DevOps free videos, you get it by default. But this is what I was talking about, DevOps all quiz. Okay, so if I go to DevOps all quiz, here you have so many quizzes for different technologies, and again we are working on it every day. We are working on it, and we are adding some quizzes. So you see the list of quizzes right now. If you find some of the quizzes are missing, we are working on it. Again, if you find some of the quizzes which you need urgently, please drop me an email. Again, email IDs you have it, I'll help you with it. So here, let's say you want to try it out your Puppet skills or Nexus skills or Maven skills. So just try it out. You can give this quiz to someone else for whom you want to test their skills also. So that is also you can do that. So yes, see, true, false, whatever. These are 25 questions, and I keep some doing this. Now let's say I'm finishing attempt and done. This is the things what you have done. Submit all and finish. That's all. So now done, and I got a very bad score, but yes, this is the way you can get the results. This is the way you can try it, and which questions you did wrong, which questions you did right, all this thing you can see that here. Okay, so that way you can test your skills also, you can test someone else's skills also as part of this. Okay, so now let's go to here, which is here. So now yes, this is the one. Let's say you want to try interviews and questions. So here we have a hell lot of questions which we have uploaded for the interviews. Okay, and now where it is, I think this link should be updated, but it is a good link. All the links you have it here, but I think it should go to the interview. Interview. Here we have all the links. Okay, so here, okay, see that all this interview questions and answer, you have a list of it. So if you want more, you can search for it, like for example AWS. So you have a see how many sets we have. 35 sets we have for this interview questions and answer. So like this you can try it out, interview questions and answer at one place. You get it. Now where do we get the notes? So training notes you will be getting on the AWS, GitHub. So here the notes I will be uploading only this here. One thing is, no matter whether you are a SRE, DevOps, DevSecOps, and MD, all the nodes will go to this part only, because I don't want to confuse the too many location. One location for everything. So please watch this, make it star. This notes will be available lifetime, and as per your dates and stuff like that, you can refer those notes anytime. Okay, so that way you don't have to. Let's say if you're looking for if you're looking for the recording after 2 months or 3 months, and you need that notes only, so there's no other place but this place. You can get it as per the dates of the training. You can see that dates in the recording, and look out for the dates. For example, let's say Ansible. Okay, and here we have July 7th. So this is the only one place you get the all the notes. Earlier I used to keep it in different places, but it's like to save some time, all of yours time also, one place. Now all the PDF slides you can get it at this place. You can download. See, this link is not good. Mantosh, can you please keep a note of it? This link has been broken. So PDF. See here. So all this PDF you can get it at this place. We are also keep on adding the more PDF. For example, AWS. Click here, and these are the PDF which is available, and you can check it out here. You can download. You can use it, whichever is. It's a public PDF, so this will help you if you want to prepare something at one place. So our idea is to give you everything at one place. Okay, so you don't have to struggle here and there. Now again, now PDF is one thing, but we have one more thing which we have is slides and HTML slides. So here HTML slides is the one which is very interactive slides which you can use for many purposes, like for learning and all. So these are the HTML slides. So for example, you want to check it out Ansible, hands-on with Ansible. Again, these slides is getting up to date. Everything is getting up to date. So whatever you get it, you will get up to date content with us. So like this, you can check it out here. So again, you have all the slides, whichever you want to use it for the learning purpose, reference purpose, revision purpose, all this thing you have it. So this way you can get it HTML slides. Now let's say if you want some help. Now I had a plan to host one website which is called debug.school, but unfortunately this is not live right now because of some reason. So now the question is, where do you get the help in that case? You will get the help in this one of the group. You can post these questions, which is community. Where is the community? Here, one of the groups. If you are a part of any Google groups, any groups, here, and if you post this questions, I'll respond it. But by the way, you can send us an email to contact@devopschool.com also, or this one also, till this website's coming up. So this is the kind of support website where you can put your errors, and me or someone else will respond it if they find the solutions here. So yes, this is the help. Now blogs, yes, we have thousands of blogs for each topic. Here you can find it. So keep updating the contents all the time. So let's say you want to search for Ansible or AWS or Docker or whatever it is, you can get all these things. So I would request you, if you are searching something, because all of our articles is not coming on top on the Google. So let's say first, if you're looking for something, please try it out searching here also. You might get lucky and you get the exactly what you are looking for it. Where you have to search here, homepage debugschool.com. Say let's say I'm looking for the Ansible playbook anatomy. This is the I want to understand, and something like this. So here you got so many, and this is a site search. So you get everything whatever you have to that particular keywords only on our website. So that way it will help you to get the right content and get going. Okay, so this is the something you can try as well. See here. So now if you search here, probably you might not get in Google, because Google has a ranking algorithm and all. So probably you might not get it in Google, but here you get it everything. So like this. But if you search in Google, let's say anatomy of Ansible play. Let me search in Google. I don't know whether it'll come or not. And you see that some other articles is coming, some other results is coming. So that way. Now, by the way, it's coming here. Fourth or fifth results is coming in this. That's good, but sometimes you might not get it. So it's good practice. Please spend time with our site search only. That will help you more better way. Okay. Now this is something which you are going to love it. Now you will not love now, but you are going to love in future. So what is the plan? This software we developed. Okay. Now the plan is any commands of the DevOps tool ecosystem, all these commands along with their examples, we are going to put it here. Okay, see here. So now the software is ready right now, command, and me and other friends, other colleagues is adding the commands here, and you will get at one place every commands in the next 1 to 2 months. As of now, still we are pushing the data. It might take 6 months also to push all the data, but here you start loving this place. So let's say, for example, day for yesterday I pushed one of the command here, AWS S3. So look at the example here. So if I want to use this command, here you examples, and all. So like that you can check it out, other tools also, filter out other tools here. So it's still that last week only we completed this module, so we have started pushing the data, and soon it will be one of the best place where you can get the consolidated command for everything means all of our DevOps requirement. So this is a very good thing, so you'll get it. Now here something similar on the same line, it's a new product we developed, shortcuts. Okay, so any tools in a DevOps ecosystems, whatever we use it, okay, all the shortcuts you will find at one place, okay, all the place. So we have the software is ready, but the data is not there. We'll start filling the data, and then you start seeing that. So yes, maybe right now you don't have a data here, but in the next 15 days or 1 month you find plenty of the data. You don't have to look for the any place anywhere else also. So if you want to some shortcut, let's say Ansible, you get, there's no data actually, so go back. Let's say AWS, some data is pushed, I pushed yesterday, so this is the data, something like that. So you can search also, let's say Git. Let's go for the Git. Here Git, you have some data, these are the commands. So now if you want to see, okay, Git add, I want to know all the commands, so click here and you see all the options whatever you have. There's only one commands here, but other commands also will show. Git config, see here there's one command, and if you have a more command for the same command, you'll see that with the explanation. So that's a good. And same thing with the shortcut also. So here you get all the shortcuts whatever you are having it. Now cheat sheet, this is also one of the our new initiative. Here you get it. See, this link is not good, so Mantosh, please have a note of it. This link is not good. So here cheat sheet. Okay, so now this is the cheat sheet. Now all the cheat sheet you get it right now. This is also ready, but data is not there, so we have started pushing because these all three are new modules, so data is missing. Now you must be having a question in mind, where to download the sample source code for the different POCs, different demos and stuff like that. Sample source code in Java, Python, Perl, Go, this, that. So all of our organization, GitHub organization, I have mentioned at one place. Yes, all of which. See here, training notes, sample programs, project, demo temporary, lab projects, assignment projects, institute certification tutorials and stuff like that. Look at this, some of this stuff. So all this thing you can get it at one place. So you have to click here and then traverse. So you don't have to search here and there. See here, how many repository you have, so many repository. These are the nodes, by the way, different nodes. Here you have a sample programs. Look at this. Camel by example, Docker Compose, Terraform, Inspect, and Ant, Maven, Terraform, Docker. So many sample programs here you get it. And in fact, these sample programs only I am going to use as part of the training. So you'll get comfortable also. Because sometimes if I use some sample programs in my demo and you see that video later on another time, then you can reference it. You can use this same sample program for the seeing that. These are some of the projects which we have. Many codes I have pushed it already. Some of the codes I need to push it for the projects. So that is this is a temporary one for the Git training. This is for the lab projects. Again, so many projects, sample projects we have it, and this all we use in our training, and I'll show you when and how to use it. Okay, so this is the sample programs, and then this is the kind of end of it. So now overall, yep, I try to help you with that. What is the courses, what are the number of projects, the duration, number of classes, the agenda, the calendar, the timing, the days, and the label of the training which will be covered, and resources, materials, and everything at one place. So you have any questions which you want me to help you out? So I would like to help you out with a few questions if you have any. So next time onwards, we will not have any questions.
Rajesh,
Any
may I
questions?
know the repeated classes of weekend repeated classes? So you told
No.
repeated class.
No, we do not have any repetitive class in the weekends, but we have only in the weekdays. Okay, so weekdays why we have, because the reason we have a people from Europe also, US also, and India also. Now in weekends everyone is comfortable, but in weekdays many people have a different challenges, office, family, this, that, and all. So we have decided, okay, let's go with the 2 slots. Those who are comfortable with here, please attend it, or here. But we do not have any duplicate class in the weekends. And again, let me tell you here, the weekend class will be little bit in detailed. Detail means little bit longer. It may go 4 hours also, 5 hours also, it may go. But here, this class, weekdays class, which we have a repeated class, it may go maximum up to the 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Okay, so that way we have planned. Make sense?
Okay, okay. Thank you.
More questions, guys?
Rajesh, this is
Rajesh.
Surendra. Sorry, go ahead, please.
Yeah, so do we need to be good in any of the programming language for this one?
Yes, so as part of this program, anyways, I will cover the Python. Okay, so Python I'm going to teach you. Let me show you here that things. Okay, so anyways, I will teach you the Python, which is a very popular programming language in the world of DevOps, DevSecOps, big data, machine learnings, and stuff like that. So this is one of the language so which we have. So anyways, this I am teaching you, and lots of scripting. Anyways, I'm teaching you. So yep, whatever is required, I'll be covering this one. Here you see here you have a Python, which is a class which you have it here, one class, and here we have a Java class also. So I think Python class will be given to DevOps only, and Java class will be given to only MD. Okay, and SRE and DevSecOps, they don't need any programming language class.
Hey viewers, trying to get into DevSecOps? Enroll for our DevSecOps certified professional programs and earn the certification that shows you are fit for these technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
They need a lots of scripting language class that's there, be a part of it. More
Okay,
questions?
thank you.
Rajesh, this is Surendra. I just have a very quick and generic question. Like DevOps consists of multiple tools. How we are going to compare, cover the integration of different tools in this class? Do you have any idea about it, and would you like to share about?
Yeah, so one of the tools which we are going to use for the integration purpose is Jenkins. Okay, so that's, we call it continuous integration. So here if you see, we have so many tools in the market like a TeamCity, Bamboo, Jenkins, Travis CI, Go CD. So many tools are there. In fact, GitLab is in this domain, but we are using Jenkins for this training. Jenkins is very popular, and I think is dominant in the market, and on top of it, it is a free and open source.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I am non-technical person, so which tool I have to learn? Concentration on that. Yeah, there are a lot of tools are available.
Yeah, so here understand this, I'm not teaching you every tools available in the market. I'm teaching you one tool for each problem. So in the, if you look at this left side, we have a problems, and right side we have a one tool. Depends on that which course you have enrolled for. So in a DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps, there's a less number of tools are there, but MD we have too many tools are there. So again, which particular courses which you have registered, we will teach you one tools for one problem, and these tools are very popular in the market. So I think it's a good scope for your career also.
No, sir, I heard about that like Kubernetes and Docker. These tools, these two tools are required any programming knowledge like Java.
Let me tell you here, please have this mindset. Now, when you are learning DevOps or SRE or DevSecOps or MD, please do not get scared from programming language, because it's all about only programming language. Simple statement. It's all about only programming language. If you think without a programming, learning a programming language, I can be a DevOps or SRE, DevSecOps or MD, no, it's not possible. But the question is, do you need to spend so much of time to learn the programming language? No, not at all, because nowadays learning a programming language through the some declarative language has become so easy. Like within a 2 days, if you sit, you decide, you decide like you want to complete that programming knowledge and stuff, like within 2 to 3 days you can learn it, because it's very fast nowadays in an age of domain specific language. Okay, so everything you have to program, but not as it used to be, like a C++ and Java. We have a different framework and different DSL language, which will help you to learn the programming language, scripting language. Easy to learn, easy to extend, easy to test, easy to debug, easy to share, and easy to do the things. So don't worry about that. Just you need to have a mindset to practice a little bit. That's all. Yeah. Next question, guys.
Rajesh, for the MD, so if I have just enrolled for Android, so is that only the calendar which I have to look for MD, right?
That's correct. You have your own calendar. Please look at your own calendar only, and you will get it. So everyone has got their own calendar. So all these 4 people have got 4 batches. They have got their own calendar. Some of the common tools are common, so we have merged those things. But yeah, timing is same, calendar is same. The meeting invitation will be shared 10 minutes before the training sessions, and you can attend that.
Sure. Thank you.
More questions, guys?
Rajesh, for MD course, like, is there any certifications you're planning to cover? Like there was already Kubernetes one, so is there any other certifications like this you'll be covering?
Yeah, so let me tell you here, MD is itself is a certification program, DevOps itself is a certification program, DevSecOps and SRE. But with this saying that these are the process. So there is no official tagline. That means no one in the whole world, no one in the whole world can claim I am the official vendor for the certificate. Okay, so no one. It's not like AWS certificate, or it's not about the Kubernetes certificate. It's not a product. It's a process. It's a practice. No one can claim it. Just like Scrum also, Agile also, no one can claim it. But there are few pioneer organization who has practiced too much and they become a pioneer and well known. So like that. So yes, this certificate we are providing through the DevOps certification.io .co, sorry, and with the help of the multiple mentor and stuff like that. And this is a certification program. Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, one question. So
actually, you have some, sorry. We have some certification in Kubernetes that we did last month, like the CKA and CKAD.
Yeah, that's a
so
CKA certificate. That's the official certification.
Yeah. So do we have any official certification covered in this program?
There is no official certification exist for SRE, DevOps, DevSecOps, and Master in DevOps. Okay, that's what I'm saying. They cannot. This official certification cannot exist because this is process. It's not a product. No one can own that. But many organizations, those who practice in this area, they offer their own certification. So same way we have aligned with DevOps certification.co, and we are offering the certification.
yeah, I have one question, Rajesh. So I am from infrastructure background, Unix storage and backup. So
Yeah.
when it comes to the job market of DevOps, they are looking for real-time exposure. So
Yeah.
with the projects we are doing, those 3 projects, do we get a gist of industry experience?
So it's a two question here. Are we giving you the live project? Answer is no. Are we giving you the project which is in line towards the real-time scenarios based? Answer is yes. So yep, you cannot claim this training as an experience, but if you have prior experience and if you have a knowledge which you have gained from this training, then you can claim I have worked in the previous projects and certain this that and stuff like that. That probably may be helpful for you. But yes, project will be based on the real time scenarios based, but not real time project, because we cannot offer you that project, because we have to tie up with the multiple organizations like IBM or Accenture or something, and they don't want to outsource DevOps. Actually, no company wants to outsource DevOps, because DevOps is something like a very core to their product itself, their company itself. If they outsource the DevOps, that means they are outsourcing, they're giving all of their trade secrets, their code, their everything they are giving to someone else, being accessible by someone else. So it's not possible also.
Okay, thank you, Rajesh. Got it.
Yeah, more questions, guys?
Hi, Rajesh.
Yes, please tell me.
Yes, this is Ayo. So I have a question. So my question is, my goal is to be able to use this training to get a job, to get a DevOps job or to get a DevSecOps job. So
yes,
will you do mock interview for us, or how do I package what I have learned in this class? How do I package it to be able to use it to get a job? Because the way I will measure success from this class is if I get a job or not. So I'm going to play my part. I'm going to practice. I'm going to study hard, attend classes. But how do I translate everything I've learned to be able to get a job? Do you guys do mock interviews apart from those projects? Yeah.
yep. So I would answer in this way. Let's say we have a training today of Ansible. So today we had Ansible of 3 to 4 hours of classes we had it. Now after this, once we have a training completed, you should practice at least, if you have 4 hours of training, you have to practice at least 12 hours. First thing, you practice 12 hours. Second thing, we have lots of interview preparation kit, which I have shared with you. Interview preparation kit or quiz. You see here, these are the two things which we have for each tools. One is quiz for each tools, interview preparation kit. Practice it. On top of that, we have a project also. Now, so here we have a quiz, here we have an interview questions and answer, here you have a project. Plus, you have a knowledge also which you have gained through the practice, which you have done it already yourself. With this 4 combination, now I don't think so anyone can stop you in the interview, because in the interview they will ask you the questions which is a part of this tools only. And if they ask you some of the tools which you have never worked with it, which you have not learned with it, you tell them very straightforward, I have not worked. Let's say if they say, okay, we have for the for example, they say for the build management we are using Ant. Okay, so you can tell them I have not used Ant, but yes, I have used Gradle, and I can answer any question in Gradle. For example, same way, you can tell for the configuration management, they say we have used Puppet. We are using Puppet. Do you know Puppet? So you can say, no, I do not know the Puppet, but yes, I have worked very extensively in the Ansible, which is for solving the same problem. So now it's like this. We have a in India we have a two cab aggregator companies like Ola and Uber. Whether you travel from Ola or Uber, you are reaching to the destination. So whether you are doing the Ansible or Puppet, both the tools will do the configuration management, configuration deployment management. So now probably if you are knowing the Ansible, learning of the Puppet will be much easier for you. So let's say if you know in and out about the Ansible, learning the Puppet is just a matter of a day or two. So that way you have to convince in the interview process. And yes, technical questions and answer, of course you have to practice it. And sometime this is something what we do. Sometime we have a mock interview which I will call with a little bit of prior notice. Let's say few hours of prior notice. I'll have a mock interview in the weekends, 1 or 2 hours, and I'll have some list of questions, and I will expect you to answer. If you could not, I will try to give you the answer, and probably that might also help you. So overall, this is the kind of things which you have to go through this, and that's where maximum we can do about it, maximum help we can offer. Got it?
Thank you, Rajesh.
Yeah, more questions, guys?
Rajesh, may I know like which OS we are using for as a part of this training? And
CentOS 7. CentOS 7.
CentOS 7. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
More questions, guys? Okay, so I think we do not have any further questions. So can I proceed? Yeah, please.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, so basically I wanted to understand what is the difference between DevOps and SRE?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about in some time. Yeah, that's the question is pending. What is DevOps? What is SRE? What is DevSecOps? I'm going to discuss in some time. Give me some time. Yeah. Any other questions, guys?
Rajesh, how much time is this entire course is going to take? Is it going to be 1 month, 2 months?
No, 2 months. Now, whether it's a part of this DevOps, SRE, DevSecOps, or MD, 2 months. Yeah, for MD guys, you have 4 classes in a week. For DevOps guys, maybe 2 or 3 classes in a week. DevSecOps guys, maybe 2 and 3 classes in a week.
So as per my understanding, this 2 months will be for the classes, and later on we will do the project work, and we can come back to you as per the need basis, right?
Yeah, so every 15 days we'll release the project, and project discussions will happen separate from this training schedule. So for the project discussions, most of the time I'll call upon ad hoc meetings on the weekends, and those who's having a questions or struggling with the projects, I will have a separate session on this, and we will have a discussion on that. So training is a separate, project is separate. First you complete the training, then we'll have a project.
Okay, so that will be after the 2 months of this course completion.
No, it will start parallelly. Let's say if I tell you, let's say you have learned these are the tools right now. If I give you the project after 2 months, then by the time you'll probably forget everything. So here I will finish. Yeah, so I'll finish 10 tools. I'll release one project. I'll finish more 10 tools, I'll release one more project. I'll finish one more tools and release one product. And then at last, we'll consolidate all 3 projects together and make it final project.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Any other questions, guys?
Rajesh, you will be sharing these notes, what you are capturing on the notepad.
Everything.
Yeah.
All of my recordings, all of your notes will be shared with you and everyone. And that's what I said. You will get only. Please remember this URL. There are some error is there in some of the URL is not working, but I'll get it corrected. But here, let's say if you want a note, so click on here. I clicked on something. Yeah, here is the notes. So you'll get these notes will be there lifetime. I'll not remove it, and as per the date wise, you'll get it. So this is the one common place for all the notes. For all
but
the
what
notes.
you have captured in the notepad, where we will get this? On which?
That's what I am saying, sir. Here you get. For example, let's say 23 days ago, I did some DevOps training.
Oh, that will be under MDE, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So here you'll be having, these are the tools, and this is the DevOps SRE. I'll put it up all these things, so this way you'll understand this.
So these are your old training. What about your, like, it is easy to get the sense of what we are covering in our normal training. So are you going to upload this training session also and point it with the basis of the date so that we can go and look at it later after the class if we want?
Notes will be there.
No, I'm not talking about the notes. No, I'm not talking about the notes. What I'm trying to understand, whatever we are recording in this training session, will this session will be uploaded at some location, or we have to refer to your old training?
No. This will be uploaded to LMS. Whatever we are recording will be uploaded to an LMS. You have to give, let's say, 12 hours to 18 hours to upload it, but it will be available in the LMS. Now, all of you, for example, I'll show you that LMS also. For example, I need to go to LMS. So here it is. Now, let's say I go to the home. Become comfortable with this. This is one of the Moodle software, which is very popular CMS. Okay, most of the universities and colleges use this one only. So for example, this is the one of the course which is a free videos, and let's say I have uploaded these videos right now. So I'll click on it here and watch it, and play here and watch it, and then that's all. So nothing you have to do that. Got it?
Yeah, this is your old recorded video. What I'm asking is about our recorded session for this particular group.
Every recordings you will find in the LMS only, as per the dates.
As per the date, that's what I was asking. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That answers
But sometimes what we do, sometimes you do the housekeeping. Housekeeping means if we find, okay, let's say today we had Ansible, and then next time after 2 months also we had Ansible. So if we find the quality of the recordings is much better than in the new videos, then we delete the old videos and have the new videos. That way we do that.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So question for you, Rajesh.
Yes.
On GitHub, you were showing us where can you go back there in GitHub? You were showing us where all of the data, well, everything is stored, like notes, videos, yada yada. So if I've never used GitHub in my life, how do I access this? How do I pull this information and all of that? Can you walk us through that? Like, how do I?
So GitHub, we have only 2 things. One is the sample programs and notes. Videos you will get in LMS, Learning Management System, which I have shown you. Here it is. Now, how do we learn the GitHub? So I will teach you the GitHub, which is here. So if you see here, the sessions will be here. Look at this number 8. This is the Git using GitHub. So I will teach you the GitHub. By the way, these portals is publicly available for everyone. That means all of my repository, the content is available for everyone. Okay, so you can access, anyone can access, and same time, what is Git, how can we use the GitHub and stuff like that, I will teach you.
So, well, what I'm saying is, let's say today I want to go pull up a note from there, and I really don't have exposure to GitHub. What do I do to, like,
nothing? You just have to Nothing. It's just the URL is there. Just you have to log in and access the content. That's all. You don't have to pull up anything. It's just a content access. Notes is
Oh,
further.
so I don't have to like download like, for example, that text or Ansible. I don't have to download it
No
to my
need to
log.
do that because we all are connected 24/7 with the internet. Why to download and waste your time? You can access anytime from mobile, laptop, anywhere. So it's just accessible.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Any other questions? Okay. So I think we do not have any questions. So now let me get back to our main discussions. And here we are trying to help you with what is DevOps. That's one question you must be having. What is DevOps? Okay. What is SRE and what is DevSecOps? What is the DevOps? And first thing and second thing, why we should learn. Why we should learn. Because there should be some reason for it, right? Why we all are all the organization is getting crazy about DevOps. Why we all are getting crazy about SRE. Why we are talking about the DevSecOps now. From last 1 year, the DevSecOps has been, a kind of prime focus for many organizations. So why? What was the reason for this? So now let's try to understand, and I'll try to give you my perspective in a little bit of short way. Okay, so this is the something which I can help you here. So now if you look at this, the software development life cycle. Okay, we've been doing lots of things from last 20 years, 30 years and stuff like that. And now I'm going to talk about nothing but the history of software development life cycle, history of. Okay, so now when you get into the history, then one of the things which you talk about is one of the things which you talked about is software consumption. Okay, consumptions. Okay, software consumptions. How we were consuming a software. That's an important thing. How we were consuming a software. So now if you look at this 30 years before, or let's say, and the next one 15 years before, and now how we were consuming the software 30 years from now, 15 years from now, how we were consuming the software. So earlier we were consuming the software through the CDs. If you remember, if you want to have a software, you install the CDs, you buy the CDs, correct? You buy the CDs. So now you buy the CDs and you become an owner of the software. Yes, you become an owner of the software. So you are owning that particular Microsoft Office or Microsoft MS Office or Tally or Photoshop or operating system like any operating system. So you're owning that license. You bought that and you paid upfront. In fact, without using a software, you have paid the amount. So this is how we were using the software, let's say 30 years from now, in the past, till 15, 16 years, until we got the internet. And then what has happened? After this, we got the internet. That is the thing. So before internet, we were using in form of CDs. Now, one of the things which if you look at this here, we were consuming the software in CDs. We were owning the software, running the software in which is the locations we were running. We were running in the desktop, right? We were paying upfront. So what has happened? Software organization wanted to have something in place. What they wanted to have? So I would call it objective, software organization objective. And the objectives were they wanted to reduce a software development cost. Software development cost. That's one of the objective. They wanted to reduce the software development cost, and then they wanted to reduce, improve a software development quality. Understand that? Organization, I'm talking about the company like Microsoft. Okay, improve software development quality. These are the two objectives they always had it. So they decided, let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. We will have certain process. What we call it? Software development model. Okay, software development model, software development architecture. So then we started talking about, okay, develop a software in this architecture, develop a software in this particular model. So what was the model which we were having? Okay, what were the model which we are having? So here I'll just remove this SD. In short, I'll put it up so that way I'll get a space. Software development model, software development architecture. So here, if you look at this, the objective for the organizations were to reduce the software development cost and improve the software development quality. So they suggested, let's do one thing. Let's use the software development model as a waterfall model. Okay, I think many of you know that waterfall model. Nothing new. We've been hearing this model from last so many years. And let's have the software development architecture monolithic. Okay, so now what is a monolithic and what is a waterfall model? I think you know that. So quick, just to save some time, I'm not going to cover the slides and all. Just look at this waterfall model. Here, this is the waterfall model. See here, look at the any image, just open up this image only. So we do the requirement analysis, then system design, then implementation, then testing, then deployment, then maintenance. Now we complete the analysis, then we do the design. Then we complete the design, then we do implementation. When we complete the implementation, then only we do the testing, and when we do the testing, then only we do the deployment and maintenance. So basically this is a linear approach. This is the linear approach. So now when we have a linear approach, then what is the release cycle? What is the release cycle? So release cycle would become a year, 1 year. That means that's the reason you remember Microsoft still releases once in a year, not every day. Why they do not release every day? Because their product is running in not in the with the internet, but their product is running in the desktop. People are paying upfront. They are installing through CDs or some download EXEs, this, that, and all. So each one of us is owning the software. Each one of
Hey viewers, our Mastery in DevOps engineering program can help you to hone the skills necessary to succeed in high-level DevOps positions. So what are you waiting for? Enroll now and earn certification that show you are keeping pace with today's technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Yeah, sorry. So here, so the organization started following the software development model, waterfall model, architecture monolithic. So now the question is, what is a monolithic software development? So in the monolithic, what happens? Everything, monolithic software, you see here, everything is combined together. Everything combined together, like a MS Office, everything is in one package. Operating system, everything is on one package. Adobe Photoshop, everything is one package. So every software, every feature you have combined together. All features you will get it in only one package. So this is called monolithic. Then release cycle used to be 1 year for this. Okay, So this is the software development model they used. This is the software architecture they used. This is the release cycle used to be there, and that is how the software we were consuming. But suddenly what happened? We got the internet. Yes, we got the internet. When we got the internet, then the popularity has grown for internet based applications. So now what has happened? What has happened here is, see here, same thing again. Look at this, how we are consuming the software. So now with internet, now remember this is the 15 years here. So from last 15 years we have internet, more than that, few years more than that. So now what we are doing, software we are not consuming through the CDs, we are consuming through the browser. Are we running the software? Are we the owner of the software? Let's say yahoo.com or google.com. Are you owner of the software? No, you are not the owner of the software. Are you paying the software? No. Are you not paying the software? Where it's running? It's running in the data center. You see here how this has moved. Here how this has moved software consumption from CDs to browser. Okay, it's running somewhere else in the data center. We are not paying money. We have we paid for the Google? Have we paid for the Yahoo? Have we paid for the LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram? Have we paid for this? No. So this is the new era of the software development. With the internet based applications they have started developing. Website, we call it website, right? Application. So now then organization said, we have to prioritize some of the stuff. We have to prioritize. Organization, companies, they wanted to have some objective. So they wanted to reduce the software development cost further. They wanted to improve the software development quality also, but same time, because you know that the software is running in the data center, so they wanted to reduce a release cycle, reduce a release duration of the release cycle, duration of the release cycle. Okay, this is the kind of things they were trying to do that. Okay, so this is what they were trying to do that. So now we got one more objective: reduce the release cycle duration. Okay, this is the something which they got it. So now you think about it. If this software organizations, they wanted to reduce the cost, same time improve the software development, software quality, same time they wanted to reduce the development cycle, release cycle. So earlier the release cycle used to be 1 year, but now they have to reduce something. So from here they migrated to agile model. Agile model, what we do, many of you must be knowing about it. Agile software development. Okay, agile software development, what do we do? So earlier what we were doing, understand this, MS Paint. What we were doing here, earlier all the softwares we were releasing, let's say in 1 year, this we were doing in 1 year. So many software features we were doing the release, hell lot of features. You look at the MS Office, every year you get a new software altogether, new UI, new functionality, lots of things you get it. But now organization, because it's not running in the desktop, is running at one place, and that application has to be run up and running 24/7. That application has to be run 24/7 without any downtime. Okay, runtime. Okay, so that has to happen. So what they did, they said no, we will not do the releases once in a year, we will do the releases once in a 2 week. So they say this week I will release this week I'll release this, like this. So now they converted the software development model and architecture altogether. So now from here, development model, here it become waterfall to agile, and from the monolithic to SOA. SOA means service oriented architecture. So earlier, have you heard about when you install the MS Office, have you heard about the web server? Have you heard about the app server? Have you heard about the database server? No. But now we are knowing app server, database server, load balancer server, web server, this server, login server, cache server. So this is a service, database service, app service, web service, and load balancer service. So service oriented architecture they migrated. Now the release cycle got reduced to 2 weeks. Why? So here features they were doing too many, only one feature at a time, one feature at a time. Okay, so this is the kind of evolutions what we have. So did you understand that how we were changing the world of the software development, model and architecture? Are you getting my points what I'm trying to say here? Guys, are you getting my points?
Yeah, Rajesh, very much.
Yeah. So now what has happened suddenly? Now let's come to the current stage, current today's world. Now the world which you are living in. Now internet is not a thing, but we are actually here. We were using the internet. We were using the internet, but now we are living on the internet. See here. Earlier we were connecting the internet and then doing the things, but now we are living on the internet. No matter whether we are using or not, internet is using us. Like our mobile is connected to the app based, so internet based website, but now we get internet based applications and in devices. These applications which is running, like you must be using banking applications in your mobile, you use travel applications, you use fun applications, social applications, this application, that applications. So every sort of applications you use every day, and now you're not using internet, you are consuming internet every day, every moment, every minutes. So in this case, what has so now the organizations wanted to do some more objective, do better things. So they got all this thing, but little bit of objective got changed here. Little bit of objective got changed here. So they wanted to reduce the software development cost, improve the software development quality, but here reduce the duration of the life cycle, recycle to immediate release. Immediate release functionality, you got it. So they wanted to reduce the release cycle here, so they got 2 weeks, but now they wanted now. They wanted now. For example, here now you see here only one feature or one small feature, whatever it is, and agile they converted to DevOps. Now from the SOA, so software oriented architecture, they converted to microservices. And here release cycle from 1 year to 2 weeks to now 5 minutes. Think about it. In the 5 minutes you have to do the planning, coding, testing, everything you have to do now in 5 minutes. Now the question is, I'm just using this keyword for the visualization purpose only, that might not be applicable for every places. Okay, so now you have to, for example, let's say I'll put it in this way. You are using let's say you are having the aggregate, you are using the car service, right? Car aggregated services. So you are, let's say Ola is down for some time. So what you will do, for just is down for 30 seconds because of some reason. It could be the reliability, it could be availability, it could be the quality, it could be the load, this, that, any reasons is down for 5 seconds or 1 minute or whatever it is. So what you will do, you will migrate to Uber. Next day, if it is down, again you will migrate to Uber. Third day, you never come to Ola. So this is the kind of world we are living in. You are expecting not even single second downtime. Same time, you don't want to pay for it. Have you paid for Facebook? Have you paid for LinkedIn? Have you paid for Twitter? Have you paid for, let's say, doing some transaction to the Google Pay? Have you paid for the Google searches? Have you paid for the any websites which you are using? No, we are not paying for it. So just imagine when you are not paying for it, how this organization will run so much of application in the data center. So you must be thinking, well, then they run ads. But here Microsoft used to make money by selling the software in advance upfront, but here Google is making money through ads, and even though they make money only when you click on it. And now you have to think about it, are you really clicking on those ads? So the world has changed here. So software organization, those who are running the applications, their objective also has changed. Slowly, if you look at this, all the application, no matter what application which you are using, slowly they are going to the cloud. Slowly they are going to become a app-based software. So for those scenarios, the challenge is how would they reduce the software development cost again, because this running cost is too high, and development cost should not go beyond their the profit and revenue, whatever it is. They should also improve the quality, so the software should be running 24/7. How can they have an immediate release? So this is the objective for the organization, and they found out the solution in DevOps, microservices, and stuff like that. So here the software development model from waterfall to agile, and now we are having DevOps. From software development architecture for monolithic to SOA, and from the microservices. So now we should know what is DevOps. We should know what is microservices. What is microservices? So this is the things now I'm going to explain you. So now let's understand that DevOps is just a model, software development model. Just a software development model. For what? For what? You know that by now. For what? What reason? This reason. Now the question is how? How can we practice DevOps? How can we practice DevOps? So there are few things you have to do. First thing, employ. Second thing, employer. Okay. Employee, employer, both has to change. What? Change the mindset. Mindset of what? Now you are not, understand that very simple rule, change your mindset. Now you are not a dev, not a QA, not a IT, not a DV, not an architect. You are what? You are DevOps. You are DevOps. Yes. So if you want to understand what is a DevOps, you are DevOps. You are not a dev, QA, IT, DV, and stuff like that. You are a DevOps. This is called mindset change. Can you say yourself as a DevOps? If someone will ask you what you are, so you'll say, I'm an architect, I'm a manager, I'm a DV, I'm a QA, I'm a dev. But no, we have to change the mindset of the people, employees. Now you are a DevOps and you have to do everything. Yes, that's the thing you have to do. Now development also, QA also, testing also, infrastructure work also, database work also, architecture also, everything you have to do. Now you must be wondering, how come that is possible? How come I can do that? So yes, first you change your mindset. You have to do that as part of the DevOps. Everything you have to do as part of the DevOps. Okay, everything. So change your mindset. Cultural changes, that's what we say. DevOps is all about the culture changes. That's all. If you change your mindset, if you change your culture, you are a DevOps engineer. That means you become a developers also, we become a QA also, IT also, everyone you become. So now in the world of software engineering right now, any organization, what they need a person, understand that very straightforward word, a person who can write a code for the product, or a person who can write a code for testing a product. Understand that? A person who can write a code, again, everyone is writing a code in the world of the DevOps, code for operations and infra. So no matter what you are writing a code, and you are writing a code for everything. So you are doing development also, you are doing testing also, you are managing the infrastructure also, you are managing operations also, you are architecting the software, database, everything you are doing. So now you must be wondering, how can I do that everything? Am I gone crazy? How can you do everything? So the answer is hidden in architecture. Answer is hidden in architecture. Now you need to understand what is microservices. So let's understand this way. This is the software. Let's say this is the software. You have a multiple feature. Service-based oriented architecture or monolithic. Multiple features are there. Now, how many teams are working together in this to do this release? Let's say 20 people. When you do the release, let's say you are following Agile, 2 weeks, right? And what is the model you are following? Agile model. And what is the architecture you have? SOA, service oriented architecture or monolithic, whatever. So right now 20 people are working. Out of these 20 people, some of them are dev, some of them are QA, some of them are IT, some of them are this one DV and stuff like the architect and all. Now this is the model which we are having right now, Agile model, Kanban model, Scrum model, whatever it is. How can we migrate it to DevOps model? So what we have to do, we have to change the architecture of the software architecture, microservices. So let's keep this one out. This is a separate service now. This is separate service. This is separate service. This is separate service. This is separate service. Like this, you got a separate service. Now you have, for the whole product, you have a 20 teams. Now we have a 2 people, 3 people, 1 people, 2 people, 1 people, 2 people, 3 people. Now you see here. Now code base, earlier you had 100 MB or 1 GB, whatever it is, 1 GB. Now we have a 5 MB of code base, 5 MB of code base. Now you tell me you have only 2 people in your team. You are only responsible for developing this code. So you have to do development plus testing plus operations together. Can't you do that? You don't have to do the whole product. You have to do the very small part of the code. This is called microservice. This is called microservice. So yes, that is what I'm talking about. You have to do everything. Development also, testing also, operations also, but not for entire product. You have to do only for the one microservices, not for whole service. Only one for the microservice. Here you are saving lots of time basically. No mails, no emails, no sync up meeting, no coordination meeting, no daily scrum, no this, no that. You are only 2 people, you are only 1 people. So you are saving lots of time. Lots of time. So can't you do this now? You tell me, is it possible? Is it possible? Are you getting my points here? What I'm trying to say?
Yes, possible, Rajesh.
Yeah, it is possible because you are doing not everything, guys. You are doing just part of it. It's like this. Let's say if you have a dinner, okay, understand that. If you have a dinner today and you have 20 dishes, you are not being asked to cook for 20 dishes. You are being asked only to cook for 1 dishes. So for cooking 1 dishes, do you really need to talk to anyone? No. If you are preparing 20 dishes, then you need to have a meeting, talking, discussion, sharing, email, exchange, this, that, planning, executions. That's where we lose the time actually. So now you are not losing a time. The development is very fast. So you have to change the architecture. You have to know in detail what is a microservices concept also. But yes, that is what. So what is the DevOps here? What is the DevOps? So DevOps is a software development model. For what? For these objectives, for organization. But how can we practice the DevOps? You have to become this. You have to code for the product, or you have to code for the testing a product, or you have to code for the operation or infrastructure with this microservices. Now, so first of all, you have to change your mindset. Then you have to learn what is a microservices, and then you have to learn new technology. Yes, if you think older technology will help you, probably might not. You need to learn new technology, and that's where I am teaching you all these new technologies which will help you to become a DevOps engineer. How can you do that? How cloud, you don't have to wait for anyone else to give you the IT infrastructure. You can create containers, analysis tools, build management tool, web server, this, that, everything you have it. And each and every tools, trust me, it's not very difficult to learn. If you have a little bit of dedications, if you have a little bit of willingness to sacrifice of your few hours apart from that training, then I think you can learn. It's not a big deal. So learn new
Rajesh,
technology.
one question, yeah. So when the architecture has changed from SOA to microservices, so in case of microservices, though the application is same, it has been divided into isolated individual components, right? So
Right, yeah.
how those components are integrated? At the end of the day, the application is single application.
That's correct. That's a very good question. So here, actually, what will happen between the each microservices, there will be contract signed. Okay, contract means at the enterprise level, they will say, okay, you send, there's a request and response. Okay, so you send some information, you send some information, you receive some information, and you send some information. So no matter what you do here, you should always allow to receive that input, and you should always return that output. If you follow this contract, then no one can interfere, no one. For example, let me put it in this way. Let's say this microservices is login microservices, and this microservice is the dashboard. So now dashboard microservices has a contract with login. If you come with the right ID, and if you, so see here, people will come to login page. This login page will only authenticate if the user has given right user ID and password. That is his job. Now, once this is done, they will redirect to this one. So dashboard is saying, if the any request come from you, I will allow to access the dashboard. If any request come from anyone else, I will decline that request. So this is the kind of contract. Now the question is, who can do that and how can we do that? So contract management and all, everything we are talking in this part.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.